Hello,
Yeah, we can still see it now.
because I've been trying to adjust it. Yeah, I can't. Now, can you see it now?
We can see it. We just zoom in. If
Yes,
you
we can
cannot
see
access
it.
it, just continue.
Don't worry, we'll zoom from our own end.
Okay. Without wasting much of our time, here to take us on formulas and function in Excel. So, what is formula? So, formula is basically you may use Microsoft Excel formula to dictate association between values in our spreadsheets, do mathematical calculations on those values, and then return the results to the cell of our choice. Formulas such as sum, subtraction, ratio, average, mean, division, ifs, and so on and so forth. So um, this is our table of contents. Please, can we see the screen? So and this is our table of contents. The first one is basic doing mathematics in Excel and introductions to functions, sum, autosum, and count. Average, mean, median, mode, mean. So let's move on. So here we can see the basic formulas in Excel. You can add okay, we are starting with sum, subtraction, and multiplication. So you can add subtract, multiply, and divide in Excel without using any built-in function. So there are built-in functions in Excel, like these are the. Can we see the screen? Please let me know.
Yes, you can see the screen.
Okay, thank you. Can you see the Excel worksheet that I just opened now?
Not yet.
Okay. Oh, let me adjust it here. Okay, can we see it now?
Yes, you can see it now.
Okay. So as I was saying, I said we can use add, sum, multiply, division, average without using Excel built-in function. So these are the built-in functions here. You can see auto sum, average, count, max, mean. So these are the built-in function. So from the Excel, we can actually use some basic calculations, without using those built-in function. So you can do add, select, add, and then subtract, multiply, and division. So how can we do that without using those built-in function? So here, from little data sets we have here, so we can see the data on meat, which is beef, chicken, pork, and fish, and these are the amount. Say we went to market to get some food stuff, and these are the things we got from the market: beef, chicken, pork, and fish. And these are the amounts which we spent on those on those um on those goods that we bought. So to use formulas to get the sum. Okay, let's say I want to get the total of all what I bought in the market. So these are the list of what you just bought in the market. So you want to get the total of everything. So without using those built-in formula, so you can start. And one thing I want us to know, whenever we are starting, we want to do formula or we want to write a function in Excel, we'll start with equal sign, because when you use equal sign, that means you are telling Excel that, okay, Excel, you want to calculate, you want to do functions, you want to do formulas for me. Because without using the equal sign, so we are not we can't get the actual value, we can't get our formulas or our functions correctly. And that equal sign also means you are alerting Excel that, Excel, please, you want to quickly do something for me. So once we press that equal sign, it will alert Excel that you want to perform calculation. So say we want to do calculation on what we just bought from the market. So you press equal sign as I've pressed there. Can you see the screen? The equal sign I just pressed. So please let me know. So we press equal sign and then you go to this each as I said yesterday, these are the rows, and these are the columns. So you go to each of the rows of the row, and let's say we have E2, which is E2, and then we press plus sign. Plus sign on our system is shift, and where equal sign is shift and that equal sign to change to plus sign, and then we click on the second item, which is chicken. We can see, then we press plus sign again. You click on the second item, the plus sign, and this, and we enter. So we can see that it automatically sum everything and give us the sum total of all the items, which is 140. So basically, we can also use the built-in function. So before we use the built-in function, we have to highlight the whole cell that we want to get the average, the total of that we want to get the total sum of the items that we want to check, and then we just go to the formula bar here and we press auto sum. We see that it returns the same figures, when I use the basic formula, typing in formula and the built-in formula that I use. You see, we can get the same answer, which is 140. The same thing if we want to check, let's say we want to check subtraction. Subtraction, we want to look for subtraction. Let's say, okay, from this 140, and okay, I went to the market. I went to the market with 500 naira, and the total of all what I bought is 140. So now to get, I want to know, okay, this is the total amount, the change that remains from what I bought. So we want to subtract this 140 from 500. So we start by using equal sign, and then we say, okay, this 500 naira, and then minus my sum of the total of what I bought in the market, and press equals to. We can see that it returns the change, which is 360. So this is how um sum works in Excel. So we move into, okay, the same thing as multiplication. We can see by using the asterisk sign. So C3, from my slide here, we can see that C3 multiplied by C4, then press enter. So it will give us the multiplication of those value in the set. So the same thing with division sign. So we use slash, the forward slash, to represent the division sign. So I'm moving on. We can see that. So we can see here, let me quickly show us. Can we see the screen? Hello, can we see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So introductions to function now. Function give you the ability to do a variety of things, like performing mathematical operation, look up values, or even calculate dates and time. Let's try. And we've done that. We've tried using sum, and okay, then we can use AutoSum, which I've introduced us to AutoSum. From here, okay, we can, okay, let's do AutoSum for this, because some of us might be dealing with some data that involve us in doing the calculation or total sum in our project. So instead of us racking our brain or using pencil and biro to do the calculation and then type it into our Excel, so this sum function or all these functions that are here to help us to fasten, to make our project or to make our work faster. So instead of us writing it inside paper, using our calculators to write it and then input it manually, so we can do this manually. Okay, let's use division, or let's use multiplication sign, because I just said it without counting it here. Let's say we want to multiply, okay, this value 4, 5 and 2. So we can actually do the multiplication of these three values by saying, okay, starting with equal sign. So go to the equals, then multiply by using asterisk. So by I4 and then I5, press enter. Sorry, that was a mistake. Equals asterisk asterisk by this, then press enter. We can see that 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. So, and then to move on, if you want to multiply 5 multiplied by 2, which we all know that it is 10, you can easily do it. 5 equals 5 multiplied by 2, which is 10. So we can actually apply this to a large number of data. So next on, we move on to average. So what is average means? Average is a function to get. Average is like getting mean, the total sum of a particular number in a cell. So let's say we are working on a data set and we want to get the average of that data. So for example, now from this data set I have here, which I said list of items we just bought in market, which is beef, chicken, pork, and fish. So we can get the average of all this by starting with equal sign, average. We can see the average, then we press tab function, and then we highlight the whole cell and press equals to. You can see that the average of all the list of items I bought in the market is 35. So if you want to get average manually, average is like adding, we had 50, 30, 10 and 50 together, and then we divide it by the total number. So the same thing Excel did here. So Excel went on to add 50 together with 30, 10 and 50 again. Then after adding it together and then divide it by the total number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide it by the total number we have here, which is 4. Then the same thing with this. Let's try it with this. Okay, let's say let me use it so that to be more clearer. Okay, let's say beef. I bought beef in the market and the beef is 15 naira. So I bought groundnut, G nut, and G naught is 300. Then next I bought fish. So fish is 400. And I bought what else? I bought Maggie. So Maggie is 30. So now to get the average of this, so average, to get the average, as I said, average is total sum of all the, it's the total sum of all the items and then divided by the total number, divided by the number of the item. So the sum total, which is equals to average, then highlight everything. So we can see that the average of all these values is 197.5. So this gives me the average of all these value. So this is how average works in Excel. You can actually you can as well replicate this on a large data set, which you can just highlight the total, highlight the whole part you want to get the average, and then click on enter. Let me do it again. Let's say we are dealing with the large data set. So we go to the cell in which we want to get the average, the cell that I want to show our answer. Then we click on equal sign, then average, as I've pressed earlier, tab, then you highlight the whole cell, the whole number of that cell that you want to get the average. Then you click on enter. So it will calculate, automatically calculate everything. Don't mind me here. I didn't actually assign any value to it. That's why it's giving me an error. So we move to the next. We move to the next, which is min max. So min max works like getting the minimum and the maximum value of a data set. So min max, let's say we want to get the minimum value, which the highest value in this data set. So we can start with equal sign, then press min, tab, then highlight the whole data set, and then enter. So okay, it's not giving me okay, mean, okay, starting with equal sign, mean, so enter. So here we can see, let me delete this. So we can see that the smallest value here is 40. So minimum, mean means the smallest and max means highest. So let's try for max and see how it's going to be. So equal sign, max, tab, enter. So it's Excel show me the maximum value in this data set. So the maximum value here from this list of what I bought in the market is 400. So we can see, okay, let's try some here. Can we see the screen? Sorry, please, can we see the screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can see this one.
Yes,
So,
you can see it.
all right, okay, let's try for this data set I just copy here. So let's say we want to check for the minimum value, which I said mean is the smallest value, and these are the list of items I just bought in the market. So now to get the mean, so I said equal sign, then you type the mean and then highlight the whole list, the number in the list, and then press. You can see that the mean, the smallest value in this list is 20, which is pi. And to get the same thing, with max, to get the maximum value, which I said maximum value is the highest number on the list. So max, and highlight the whole cell, and then enter. So the max value here is 100, which is donut. So that means the highest amount of things I bought. Donut is the has the highest price of what I bought in the market. So we can actually the same thing, we can replicate this with a large amount of data sets. Let's say we are working on a large data set and we want to get the highest value in that data set, or we want to get the lowest value in that set. What we are going to do is just go there and just press equal sign, then mean, because I'll just trying to repeat myself, press the mean and highlight the whole column, which the whole row, I mean row or column, okay, the rows that want to get the mean value, then press enter. So when we press enter, it will return the highest value in that row or column. So that's how that is how mean and maximum works in on Excel. So when we share the slide, you can actually practice. You can actually practice those things there. So the next one is date. So date function. Let's say we are working on a data set. Oh, okay, let's say we are working on a data set that requires date, and okay, and we don't know. Okay, one of the Excel can give you the current date based on your computer region setting. You can also add or subtract dates in Excel. So let's try it out. Let's see if Excel can give us the current date. Let's just say, okay, to get the current date for for the day on Excel. So we press equal sign. As I said, you want to start any formula on Excel, you start with equal sign. So equal sign, then type today. So and press enter. So you can see today's date is 20. Today's date is 3rd of March, 23rd of 22nd, 3 to 2023. So this is the month, the day, and so it returns the actual date of the day. So yeah, so we can subtract date, enter your next. Okay, we can go and try this out on our own, because to save our time. And okay, moving on to the next one, um time function. So Excel can give you the current time based on your computer region setting. So you can also add and subtract time. For instance, you might need to keep track of how many hours an employee work each week and calculate their pay. So yeah, let me quickly show us how this works. So I don't want to go deep, because I know majority of us would have known this, and this is actually the foundation of us when we are analyzing our data. So these are the steps we need to follow. So we might be working on time and date function. So uh, this is how to go about it. So okay, let's use this data set to practice what I just said. So now let's say, as I said Excel can give you the current time based on your computer region. So now, and I said you can keep you might need to keep track of how many hours an employee works each week and calculate their pay per time. So now this is the daily hours work. So this is the lunch out, lunch in, lunch out, and total hour. So okay. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, please.
Yeah,
Can you
with
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, with
Hello.
you.
Yes, yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Thank
We
you.
can hear you. Public network.
Okay, I've talked about this function, and okay. My battery is running out, so let me quickly do this. And okay, let me go to if statement. Sorry, please. We are going to send the notes to the group, and make sure the note is self-explanatory. You can actually get it at a go. Please, the battery is running out. So let me quickly talk on if statement. So if statement allows you to make a logical comparison between condition. And if statement generally say if one condition is true, do something. Otherwise, do something else. So the formula can return text value or even more calculation. So let's quickly check this. And for instance, um, for instance, let's say we are working on a data set and we said, okay, in cell D9, so we enter if, open bracket. Oh, sorry. Can you see the screen? Please, can you see the screen?
I'm not seeing it yet, too.
No, no, not yet.
We're not seeing it yet.
Okay, okay, let me see. The network is actually bad here. How about now?
No, not nothing is showing up. Not
We're
yet.
not seeing it yet, too.
Nothing is showing up.
Now?
Okay, okay. Showing.
Okay, sorry. So, okay, for instance, let's say we are working on a data set and we want to, okay, we want to use if statements on that data set. So in cell D9, let's say we are working with, okay, this is just an example. So you can go and try it on your own. Let's say we have a data that contains apple and orange. So now, and we want to know, we want to set a statement to tell us that if this statement is true, if this statement is apple, then it is true. Otherwise, false. So if statement, so we start with equals sign and said if brackets, okay, apple, select apple, and then said, okay, equals to. And one thing, when we are working with functions on Excel, please it is actually case sensitive. If it is case sensitive and this our quote must be double. The quote must be double because if you use one quote, it will not run. It will cancel. It will not run. It will just give you error. So let's note that and say, okay, let's C9 is apple equals, and then let's say apple. Then we close and then said it is true. So you can see that, okay, oh, this statement is true. So if we now, okay, let's try it on the second statement. You can see that when it got to orange, it's returning false. So it's telling us that this orange is not apple, it is false. That's why I said from the definition I gave, I said if statement allows you to, it makes a logical comparison between conditions. So it generally says that if one condition is true, do something, otherwise do something else. So the formula, so that's what actually happened here. That this is apple. So then if it is not apple, tell us that it is false. So um okay, so this is, I can't move on because the battery here, my network is bad and my battery is actually running down. So we are going to share the file on the group, and it is self-explanatory enough for us to understand. So thank you for listening. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for this section, exec function and formula to you. Thank you so much. Hello. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So okay, so we meet tomorrow by possibly we might change the time because of the people that are requesting that, okay, because of the Ramadan. So we can, it is possible for us to actually adjust the time to suit people because of the Ramadan that is going on. So thank you for joining us today. So tomorrow we continue. So we are going to communicate the time on the group tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. That was from our instructor, Damilari. We'll be meeting tomorrow, but before then, we will draw a poll into the group to see which time is most comfortable for people, and then we'll decide when we are going to put the next meeting to be. So thank you very much for attending to this class. It's been a good class so far. We hope to see you again tomorrow. So please, if you haven't decided for the first class, please make sure you actually um, do your research and also practice. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Good night.